Israel. White scholars are bringing this out. Read.
Alongside this slab was found a long stone in a shape which resembles a brick with an engraving of a ship, the emblem of the Zebulon tribe.
What? The ship? Zebulon tribe? Whoa. Wait till we get into Zebulon later. And unleash on these men. Unleash.
And with engraved word Zipporah, the name of Moses' wife, and perhaps the name of the ship.
Wait a minute, was Zipporah an Israelite woman? Was Zipporah an Israelite woman?
She was a Gentile woman, man.
She was a Gentile woman.
Moses had two Gentile women. And the Most High never strike them because of that.
No.
Why? Because it was submissive unto him.
Yeah.
And not
Jethro was the one that started the 70 elders.
Yeah, he's the one that started the 70
Jethro was a heathen who started the 70 elder council of the nation of Israel. Because niggas was overwhelming Moses. And Jethro's father-in-law, which was a Midianite, one of the seed of Abraham, started, the council of the 70 elders. When we read the Torah. Go ahead.
Right. I'm going to jump down, and now he's going to go into a rabbi.
All right, so before I'm gonna continue reading this. If you got any more information, hold on. I'm gonna read this. Yeah. Now, notice the brother said that the people of South America kept the Passover, and I'm continuing reading from the Encyclopedia of Jewish.com. It says the Mexicans kept the Jubilee. While the Indians of Peru and Guatemala observe Peru is South America.
Right.
That's Naphtali as well.
Yeah.
And Guatemala, which is Zebulon, observe the custom of levirate marriage. Manasseh bun Israel, your boy over there. Therefore, you got him right. I got him right. This is how you show. This is correlated information. Manasseh bun Israel therefore concluded that the aboriginal inhabitants of America were the 10 lost tribes. And I'm going to get to you in a second to show that, wait a minute, how does it get to 10 tribes? How? We're going to get into that in a minute. All right? We're going to get into that in a minute. We got a little trick for you on that. One about Levi and Simeon. And as he was of the opinion that the Messiah would come when the whole world was inhabited by the descendants of Israel. Because the Lord said he was going to scatter throughout the four corners of the earth. He directed his efforts to obtain admission for the Jews to the British Islands. Yes, because guess what? There's another book called Ancient and Modern Brit Times by David McRitchie and William Preston. There was seals of David in the land of Scotland. There were seals of David all the way up there in the land of Scotland in ancient Hebrew writings in the land of Scotland. Yes. Now, from which they were at that time excluded. The Mexican theory, now the white man got to show you he's a devil by saying theory, which is something that can't be proven, was later taken up by Viscount Kingsborough. Kingsborough College is named after him in the Bronx, who devoted his life and fortune to proving the thesis that the Mexicans were descended from the lost 10 tribes. So why is this white man losing his mind to try to prove that the Mexicans are descendants of 10 tribes? But these niggas are trying to dismiss the Mexicans because of the nigga woman or the black woman.
Because you know what it is?
Because the white man is losing his mind trying to prove something that you Negroes are trying to disprove because of your love of the Negro woman, the black woman. That's why. Because you don't want the Hispanic woman to be up there on the pedestal with the Negro woman as a beautiful woman of our nation. You want to exalt her, Sheba. You want to exalt Pam Grier. That's what it is.
Right. And a lot of you men also too back in the day.
Africanism.
A lot of you men back in the days, you always wanted to deal with the Hispanic woman, but the Hispanic woman rejected you for whatever reasons. And also applies to your men who also teach the Hispanics are Israelites, but yet you're promoting the Negro woman also. You try to deal with the Hispanic woman, but since the Hispanic woman rejected you for whatever particular reasons, you went on a rampage by saying that the Hispanics are Israelites. You're not supposed to deal with the out people.
Right.
Or some of you teach that the Israelites, you're talking about the Hispanic women don't like you Negroes, so you're supposed to stay with the Negro woman. I'm dealing with a so-called Mexican woman right now.
Beautiful. God bless you.
I'm dealing
with even in the worldly aspect, she's better than the Negro.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay. Even in the worldly aspect, no Maury show.
No.
Okay. You don't have to worry about family court, paternity tests. No. That spirit is mainly upon her.
Yeah.
And the Hispanics that hang out with her. And she don't really like the Negro woman anyways, right?
No, she don't even have any Negro woman friends.
God bless you.
All her friends are so-called Hispanics.
Most God bless you. Beautiful. I envy you.
Yeah.
Okay. And published a magnificent and expensive work on the subject, Antiquities of Mexico. So this white man's losing his mind to try to prove this. He made 9 volumes on this. From 1837 to 1845, he made 9 volumes to try to prove that the Mexicans were Israelites. What have you been doing to prove that the Mexicans are Israelites? Okay. Kingsborough's chief arguments are that Mexicans and Israelites believe in both devils and angels, as well as in miracles, and use the blood of the sacrifice in the same way, namely by pouring it on the ground. Also that the high priest of Peru is the only one allowed to enter the inner, most holy part of the temple. Could it be because the high priest of Peru was a Levite? Could it be? Because
that's right.
Did not Levi was scattered amongst the 10 tribes? So you didn't think that Levi came over here to the Americas too? You thought that Levi was just Negro tribes and they just stayed in Jerusalem? Could it be that there were Levites that were scattered all over North, Central, South America too?
Right. That's right.
And that the people of Peru, which is the children of Naphtali, knew who the priest was amongst them? And he was the only one that was able to enter into the inner court? And they kept that law from Leviticus? But no, they were not Israelites. Right? Now, it says, and that the Peruvians anointed the ark, as did the Israelites. He also found many similarities in the myths and legends. Thus, certain Mexican heroes are said to have wrestled with, they call it the Quetzalcoatl, which represents Jacob with the angel. Okay, where did they get the story of Jacob wrestling with the angel from? Why is a bunch of Aztec Indians trying to mimic their forefather Jacob, mimic Jacob wrestling with the angels, and trying to say, you know, they try to put it towards their gods doing that?
It all coincides with the scripture.
It all coincides with the Torah. That's why. You want them to bring something out?
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna get into the North American Indians next. So heads up on that.
Yeah, that's the last thing I'm gonna read it fast.
Go ahead.
All right. Later, after a meeting of Manasseh with the missionary,
we're not done yet. There's still more information in scriptures. Go ahead,
Antonio, the Menetius, the rabbi family, was convinced that the American Indians, in particular, are descendants of the 10 tribes of Israel.
And that's the spirit, because I'm just about to go into that. Go ahead.
Manasseh learned from Montesinos that in 1642, when the latter was traveling in the mountains of Ecuador, 4 Indians met him who greeted him with Shema Israel. Israel, the Lord is our God.
That's a Shema. Those are Shema, Yasha'Allah, Yahweh, Allah, Yahweh, Akkad, the Lord hero Israel, the Lord our God is one. Right. Go ahead.
The travelers said that the Indians spoke with him in Hebrew and called themselves the descendants of Reuben and Levi.
Ooh. Levi? Levi?
Reuben and Levi.
Did he just say the tribe of Levi? Did he just say the children of Levi? The so-called Haitians, Negroes, the so-called Haitians today was amongst the Native Americans. This was before the slave trade.
That's right.
This was before the slave trade. Because what you men fail to realize is that that's how you get 10 tribes. Okay, I'm going to show them real quick. All right, if you really look at it, you men for all these years thought that Levi was part of the southern kingdom, and you're partly correct. But in retrospect, this is our 12 tribe sign. In retrospect, Levi was part of the southern and northern kingdom. Levi was scattered amongst all tribes of Israel. We're going to prove that in a minute. You men say Simeon was part of the northern kingdom. You're wrong. Simeon was part of the southern kingdom. We're going to go on that in a minute. The point is that the 10 tribes was actually Levi, Joseph, with Ephraim and Manasseh. Okay, so that's how many? Let's just say that's 2 right there. Ephraim and Manasseh. So that's 3. Levi's 1, Ephraim and Manasseh's 2 and 3. Reuben is 4. Zebulun is 5. Issachar 6. Dan is 7. Gad is 8. Asher's 9. Naphtali's 10. So if you're speaking of the 10 tribes of Israel, you have to include Levi. Because that's why the brother just read it again.
The travelers said that the Indians spoke with him in Hebrew and called themselves the descendants of Reuben and Levi.
So so people who call themselves Native American today really could be from the tribe of Levi.
Yeah.
but only the Lord knows who they are.
Lord.
You got Levites amongst the Native Americans. You got Levites in South America. You got Levites in Central America.
Yeah.
It's spiritual, because just like the Levites